All right, here we go. Here's our next topic of Roman culture. We're going to be looking at what was daily life in Rome like over 2,000 years ago. So we're looking at daily life. You see a little outline of what's going on right here. So basically what you have here is Rome is one of the largest cities of the ancient world. All right? By the time of Augustus Caesar, over 1 million people lived there. Rome, because of this, was carefully planned, as were many other Roman cities, okay? It was laid out in a square with the main roads crossing at right angles. All right? At the center was the Forum. This was an open space that served as a marketplace and public square. Temples and buildings were built around it. All right? Wealthy Romans lived in large, comfortable houses. Each home had large rooms, fine furniture, and beautiful gardens. In the center of this house was an inner courtyard called an atrium. All right, basically a huge garden. Wealthy Romans also had homes called villas on their country estates. So they had two houses. The city of Rome was crowded, noisy, and dirty. People tossed garbage just straight into the streets from their apartments. And thieves, they prowled the streets at night. They were everywhere. Most people in Rome were very poor, and they lived in apartment buildings made of stone and wood. High rent forced families to move into just one room. Roman apartments were up to like 6 stories high. They often would collapse because they were so poorly built. Fire now was a constant danger because of the wood and because people used torches and lamps for lighting and cooked with oil. There's no electricity yet. Once started, a fire could destroy entire blocks of apartments. To keep the people from rioting, the government provided bread and circuses, or free grain and shows. Romans of all classes flocked to the chariot races and gladiator contests. Gladiators would fight with animals and with each other. Most gladiators, they were enslaved people. They were criminals, or they're just poor people that they gathered up from the streets. The gladiators, though, what's kind of wild about them is they are greatly admired, a lot like our sports heroes are today. There's a little bit about Roman daily life, their population, how crowded they were, the forum, the houses, the rich versus the poor, the villas. All right, it was crowded, garbage, talk about that, thieves, the fire, oh my gosh, bread circuses, gladiators, and the chariot races. Over and out.